Hey friends, it's Miss Amy, and today we're going to have so much fun. I'm going to teach you how to make a really easy type of cookie because I love baking and I love making chocolate chip cookies, but I found a recipe that only has 3 ingredients. 3. So, I'm going to teach you how to make it. Let's get started. Okay friends, so for this recipe, all you need is sugar, peanut butter. If you can't have peanut butter, you could use almond butter or something like that. And 1 egg. Okay, that's all you need. And 1 measuring cup. Okay? Okay, so what you want to do first is make sure you wash your hands. I already washed my hands, so we're good. The next thing you want to do is get your measuring cup and take 1 cup of sugar. Whoops. Spilled a little bit. Okay. Got my 1 cup of sugar, and then you want to pour that in. Okay? The next thing you want to do, let's get all the sugar out. How about that? Okay. The next thing you want to do is you're going to put in a cup of peanut butter. Okay, friends, I got my peanut butter out, and I got about a cup of peanut butter. I ran out a little bit, so hopefully this works, but I got about a cup of peanut butter. So then you just want to put that in with your sugar. Okay, now that you have your peanut butter and sugar together, you want to add 1 egg, okay? Let's go. Okay, crack 1 egg in there. And then what you're going to do, you're just going to mix it all together, okay? Okay, friends, right now I'm just using a fork to mix it up with. It's looking like that right now, but I'm going to mix it a little bit more till it becomes kind of a dough form, okay? So you can mix it with a fork. I'm probably going to use a spatula. You could probably use a whisk, whatever you have. Okay, now I've mixed it up to the point where it's kind of starting to look like a dough. Okay, so I'm going to mix it a little bit more. And then what you're going to do after that is you are going to take the peanut butter mix and you are going to make it into little balls to put on a cookie sheet, okay? And I forgot to say at the beginning, when you start these, you should preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because that's what you're going to cook them at for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, friends, so I have our dough, like so. And now I'm going to make them into balls and put them on, oops, sorry, put them on a baking sheet. Now you can use parchment paper, you can use, you can just spray your pan with like ham, or you can butter it up, whatever's easiest for you. Now since I make cookies a lot, I actually have a cookie scoop that I'm going to use to scoop the dough out and put on the baking sheet, but you can also just use your hands or a spoon, form them into balls, and drop them on the baking sheet. Okay friends, now I have our cookies on the sheet, and look at this. Ah! They are looking so good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fork, like so, and I am going to crisscross these. So I'm going to go like this, and then again. So you can crisscross them if you want with a fork on top. That just adds a little more flair or a little more decoration to the cookies instead of just being a ball. But I don't mind them being a ball. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cookies in the oven, my preheated oven at 350, and I'm going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll see how they turn out. Okay, my cookies are in the oven, and so now what I'm going to do while the cookies are baking is I'm going to clean up the mess I made, because that is something kind that we can do, especially if we're helping someone bake. We could help them clean up. So that's what I'm going to do. And I love listening to music. So while your cookies are baking, you can listen to music and dance and just have so much fun with it, okay? Okay, friends, the cookies have been in there for about 11 minutes, so I think it's time to take them out and see how they are. Okay, friends, the cookies are out, and they look pretty good. Now it's time to taste them and see how they are. Okay, friends, here's how they taste. Ooh, kind of hot. These are actually pretty good. And this was my first time making them, was with you. These turned out really good. Just a sec, let me chew. Okay, friends, those were really delicious. They were a little bit soft in the middle, so I could have left them in for longer. So if you're going to make them at home, I would bake them for about maybe 12 to 14 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That might give you a better hard cookie. But if you like them really soft, then I would say 11 to 12 minutes. But these turned out so good, and I'm so happy that I got to try it with you today. And next time, maybe we can try a different recipe, because I love baking. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks!